Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach you how to use listeners and when the test cases fails, how to take the screenshots automatically. For that, first we'll create a listeners in test components. So for listeners, we need to implement. There is a class interface called ITestListeners. If you have a doubt what this will do, I will show you. So whenever your test cases fail, it will you need a report, right? To success and failure, you need to retry everything. For example, as I shown you before, if this test cases fail and if this test case pass, I need to report one XML file. I will show you an example. See, this has a report, how many tests pass, how many tests fails, and pie chart, everything. So like that, we need, when the test cases fail, I need a screenshot with the proper error message, everything I need. For this, I told you how to do this. First, we'll have one test, okay, and then we'll create one extended report by using two classes, ExtentSparkReport and Extend report. See here, extend report. So this we will implement this, and if we need a screenshot, we'll take a screenshot, and also we write a we will return a test case. I mean, take a screenshot method. So step by step we'll go. We can't, in every test we can't go and give this test create a extension, right? In every test, for one test we did this. To do every test, we don't need to apply on every test. For that, to resolve this complication, so we came from this listeners. We came up with this listeners. This ITestListeners have a, what it will do, it will bring all the tests whatever you have. This will read, and that background will automatically do. Okay, let's start. Let's take all the implementation whatever you have here and copy here, and we'll take whatever we need, only whatever we need. We don't need on start. Skip also we can use, but for now we don't need. Okay, now we have on start, on test success, and on test failure. Only on test failure is good enough, and on test finish. Let's implement all this. Okay, these are all default, you just give public. Okay, now so here this case we need to execute, right? And also we need a report. For that, for report, first we will create one report created method. Okay, same. You can go here, resource. So this extended report, this I already shown. Okay, if you want, I will delete and I will create again. Name it as extend report. Yeah, ng. Let it have one method called get report. Okay, public get report. I told you two things we need. One is extend spark report and extend normal report. First, we'll create an object for extend spark. Here we need a file. Why? Because when we create a report, where we should save? We should save in our reports, right? So now I want to save in this folder reports. For that, first I'll give that path. See, till here, what is this mean? It will save it in inside this project. Now, what you will do, you want to name it as your desired path, right? So first we have to go. Okay, now it will save it in this folder, in this project somewhere here, not TestSource, somewhere pym.xml. But actually we need to save it in this folder, reports folder. So for that, /report, then whatever name you want you can give it. Okay, let's say, let's grab, okay, string money. Let's have one report name. We'll say smk.png. Okay, so this path I will paste it here. Now good. Now you created a report. With this report, I want to change the report name. As I shown you here, we'll have one report name. For that, first report.config.setup report name. My report name I will keep web application. Next is extend report. extent report. So here you should paste it this report, whatever you wants to applicable to this report, you should do this. Sorry, not here, in attach. Here you should paste that, then only it will applicable. Next, extend dot, we have to give system information, who is tester and what is so tester name is whatever name you want, you can keep it. Now we created this, let's make this as a static so that you can use anywhere in your package. And return this extent. So when you want to return, obviously you should change your return type. Okay, now this extent report is done. Next step is go to listeners and implemented ITestListener. Okay, now here you should create extract that extent report. So what you should do, once you implement it, as we see, we have to take another extent class. Extend test, yeah, this test equal to, we kept that as a static, right? So we'll, with the class name, we'll bring that. TestNG dot get report. Change type of test to extent report. Return type to extent test. Okay, now we'll have extent test equal to it. We make it this global so that we can use it anywhere. Extend test. Now in this test, we have to implement that. We get this public. Yeah. So now enter create test. So here you should mention the test method name. So from here we will get all the tests, right? Result dot get method dot get method name. So what happens when your test cases pass? Here it will start. Once it starts, then we can it will go to all the tests. It will see this test start will initiate all your tests. Unless you mention this, it won't execute. Okay, so the test was done. On success, you can keep it extent dot log. mm, Status pass. Okay, so this we have to pass it here. Equal to test. Now what happens with this test log status status dot pass. Return and multi result. Mm, okay. Now on test failure, same test dot fail string details or throwable result dot get throwable. What this line will do, if it has any error, it will take and it will print. So now here is the uh, extend dot flash. Till here everything is okay, but here you need one thing, that is when the test cases fail, your report should take automatically a screenshot. How to do that? First we'll create a screenshot method in your reutilized reusable class. Okay, so go to base test. Here I already created. You want, I will remove them. Public void get screenshot. Okay, so what is the, it has a separate take a screenshot, right? Take screenshot, it's a separate interface. You have to do the upcasting for this driver. Now you are telling take a screenshot. Once you take the screenshot, where you, I mean, what is the output? So ts dot get screenshot as output. What is output type is file. Okay, so now you got this file. Where you will save? We should save it in our reports. Okay, so for that, file path equal to system dot get properties user dot dir. This you should keep it inside the new file. Your desired report. So here you want to send the string. So that test case name you can keep it here. .png. Now the output file it will come, and this you should share where string source. So copy this utility dot copy file, copy to from source to path. Take the screenshot from here and keep it here. This is what this means. It will ask add throw declaration, mention it, and this should be written. Return what is that screenshot, whatever given, that you should mention here. Change the return type as string. Okay, now go to listeners, extend the base class, now implement that screenshot here. When your test case fails, what you should do, you should get that screenshot. To do that, what is the base class we given? Take get screenshot, right? Screenshot, and your TestNG you should mention here, because it depends on your test class names, right? Method dot get method name. So it is a required driver also, so we'll give driver. This is asking add parameter, change method, string add WebDriver. you added surround with try catch block. Okay, and then this you should add it in where test dot add screen capture, and be careful, you should mention capture from path. Okay, this path name you should give it here. File path equal to import this okay, it is asking will keep this on the screen, and that path name you should keep it here. Create local variable path. It is not asking path. Okay, we'll try with another one. This test is to extend test. Here what we did, we mentioned that okay, take screenshot and so same thing will do here. So here where we will bring this driver, how do we get this driver? Let's remove this. Result dot get class dot get real class take another help. So extend the failure here we mention. Then what we do, file equal to screenshot get method. Okay, the okay this we already screen file equal to this reading that. Till here it is correct. File get screenshot this is correct. This we mentioned here. Get dot add screenshot. Okay. Get okay. This is running. File the file comma result dot method. What is the file? System string. String you have to keep it here. Result dot get method. So till here it is good. Now where you will bring this driver? That is the main point. How you will bring this driver? It requires a driver, right? For this what we will do, as we shown here, we'll initialize the driver this one. Driver equal to WebDriver result dot get class dot get real class. That's what here, right? Get test class. Okay. Test class dot get particular class dot get field, and that is string name is driver, then get result dot or instance, get instance. and add try catch. So instead of all this, we create only one, that is exception E. So now what is this mean is, we are going to this all tests. In the test there is a class. For suppose this is a test or error validation I'm showing you. So this is a test. This test contains a LP. So once if you land a loading page that contains a driver, landing page that contains a driver. Okay, in this driver you are asking get test class. Okay, this is one test. You already gone test, and then that test real class is this. Okay, in that main real class is this, and then what you are doing, in that there is a driver, a name called a driver. So this driver you are calling, and then get result dot get instance. So this instance you can see here, this instance on which the method was run. Okay, this will execute the method. So this is the process now. This is what we did. Same thing. So we did the extension dot case. Now we'll execute this code. So okay, before that we'll intentionally fail one test cases. So in this error validation, I will fail intentionally one test case. You see, it's executing all parallelly. For whatever it fails, it will take a screenshot. So in this, two test cases were failed. We'll see what are those and refresh here. See here, you got first of all appreciate with the screenshot. Now open this in browser. Go to here. See there is a screenshot and the details are here. What is this? Exception, incorrect email and password. This we intentionally did. But if you observe, it is doing in login page. Why it is? Because there is a thread safe. When you are executing one test, when the another test was executed parallelly, obviously the DOM will be changed. So that's why this got failed instead of this. Yeah, but this is perfect. This is because timeout exception. There is no time to find this element. So no, don't worry. For this, we'll have first we'll keep one thread safe here. In listeners, we'll create one thread safe. To do the thread safe, we have a thread.local. So that we should mention what is the thread.local. It's a web element. What name can we give? Whatever we given here. Extension test. Yeah. Equal to new thread dot local. Okay. Now with this, whatever you mentioned here, remove that and keep it here. Keep it this. Same thing I did here. Extend dot set test. Copy this. Paste it here. Set test. We'll ask change it to get set only. Why it is asking get? We'll see. Change it to set. Okay. Once we set what it is doing, cast. Oh, okay. Here you should keep test here, not web element. Now it will set. Same thing here. Instead of test, you can set it to test, or else you can also give like um, extend test dot get dot log. Get log same. And same thing here. Get fail. Wherever that extension test will be available, just change it to true. Okay, now all set. Now if you run again the same test, without, now the error will be shown log test was failed. So here log validation, so the name is error login error message, right? That will fail. Let's complete the execution. Okay, in 5 only 2 passes and 2 fail, one was skipped. We'll refresh. And we'll open that. Okay, here it is png.xml. Actually we have to remove that p.png. Where is take a screenshot? Yeah, base test. We'll run again. Okay, let's see what it shows. See, now this time it exactly failed test error message. So this is what we want. Now there is one class which is giving flaky, unnecessarily it is failing. So for that we need one more class called Retry. So this retry class will retry which is flaky tests. If you are suspicious on any tests, if you want to run 1 or 2 times or how many times you desire, you can run it. So let's create the class. For this retry you should implement retry analyzer. IRetryAnalyzer. Okay. So it is asking implement the unimplemented method. Okay. So here I will take int count equal to 0. I want to start from 0 and then max count. I want to run it at least 2 times. So inside this I'm just giving if count less than max count, return true. And here count plus plus. So what this will do, if it finds any test is fail, it will go here and it will check whether the count is less than max count. Yes, and then the count will post increase and then it will return true. Until this become false, it will keep on execute this loop. Once this loop is done, then it will stop that. So how do you mention? So this you should mention, copy this and go to wherever you are for suppose I am suspicious in both. So here what I will do, in test you go and enter retry analyzer and give it the name of that method. That's it. It will run automatically. Retry dot IAnalyzer. Yeah. Class. Okay. So you are saying execute this class. Asking add IRetry extents. No. We don't need this. So retry dot class IRetry. Type mismatch. Okay, the error is gone. And I'm also mentioned here because unnecessarily this is seems like flaky, so I want to. Now you see, now I will run this time. Actually my total test count is 5. If I, due to the 2 times I ran, it will increase to 7. Let it execute. See, awesome, right? If you have all these kind of methods and implement the retries, listeners, and taking a screenshot of your report automatically in your automation, these are all really helpful to do in automation. And that too, it is HTML page. It is really wonderful. I think it's completed. Okay, it's still there pending. Let it run completely. Okay, see here in console, total 3 times it retried because okay, we given here also, so total 3 times, so that's why additional 3 added, so total 8 times it ran. Passes test case are 4 and failure test case are 1. This we know how to, this we intentionally executed. So refresh here and go to this reports, open in browser. Oh, your test case is failed only one time, and that screenshot is available here. Okay, and that's it. You are all good. So this is how you will execute your test case and prepare the report whenever your manager asks. So this is really helpful, right? Okay, thank you. Bye.